Hi guys, welcome to Bhroman Braapsody. This is where we review cars and motorcycles. I'm the host for your cars and the meanie does the motorcycles. In today's episode we have a 2020 Tesla Model Y and we're gonna take a look at some of its features, take it out on the road, share my thoughts with you guys, talk about the cost of ownership and assign it a Bhromance score. Don't go anywhere. It's me, it's your boy Bro, and I am your Bhroman. This is a mid-size SUV from Tesla. Tesla has a Tesla Model X, which is the larger SUV, and that has a starting price of $85,000. Based on the success that they had with the Model 3, they decided to come up with a mid-size SUV that was a little more affordable. This is the Model Y. In 2020, this was offered only as a 5-seater. From 2021, you have a 7-seater option as well. For the 2020 model year, there were two options. You could get a long range, which gets you a 326-mile range, or a performance edition, which does 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. Well, this is the long range one, so you get 326 miles. But this is no slouch either. This can do 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds. That's the front or the front trunk of the car. This is quite deep and spacious. The Model Y does not come with a key fob. It comes with the app that you can use on your smartphones. And for your guests, you get a key card. That's what the Tesla card looks like. Right now the car is locked because the mirrors are folded in. Now to unlock the car, you just walk up with the key card and you place it here. It unlocks the car, and to lock it, just place it there again. Boom. So the windows are down, and let me go ahead and lock it. So when you lock the car, the windows go up by themselves. How cool is that? Now once you unlock the car, to get inside, just push the handle here. This little thing pops up and you can open the door to get in. All Teslas have that minimalistic look going on. They don't have a bunch of gauges and things like that. It's that main center screen controls everything, and the rest just is a clean, neat looking design. I like it. These are the same seats that go on the Tesla Model 3, and since this car is a little taller than the Model 3, they had to put that little platform there for the seat to rest on. That platform's got rails on it, so you can move the seats back and forth. It also has a door sill that says it's the Model Y, just in case you didn't know what kind of Tesla you're getting into. As for the door, it's soft touch here. You have the window controls, and this is the button for your door release, and that's all you get here. There's a decent amount of storage space down here, and it's the same thing for the rear doors. You have the soft touch here, you have your window switch and the door release, and you have some storage space in the bin here. The second row of seats look pretty comfy and quite spacious. The window does not go all the way down for the second row of seats. As for the trunk, it's got a nice, decent, spacious trunk, and the dimensions haven't changed in 2021. So you have 2 additional seats in the trunk when you get the 7-seater. Now with the 7-seater, you would compromise some cargo space, but hey, that's the price you have to pay to get additional seats. The second row of seats, they fold down, and so once the seats are folded down, you have more cargo space. Those seats are power folding seats, but you have to push them back up manually. But pushing those buttons would release the seats. And then you have 2 deep storages on either side, one here and one here, and you have additional storage space underneath. These seats are reclining seats at the back, and to recline them, you just press this button and push it back. As for the headroom, I'm 5'10", and lots of headroom for me. These seats are quite comfortable. I like it. There's lots of leg room. It's very roomy. you get this little storage space here, a little storage space on the side of the door. You have your AC controls here and the two USB Type-C outlets. And that's about it. The rear seats are heated seats, but all of the controls for the heated seats are all managed through that master computer there. The middle seat folds down to be your armrest, and it has two cup holders. As for the steering wheel, this goes with the minimalistic design. It does not have a lot of buttons and all of that. It just has these two scrolling wheels, and you can control everything with this. As for the dash, you have this nice wood insert with the brushed aluminum going all across the dash. It looks nice. It looks very nice. The entire car is controlled from here. It has so many options. Let's get into it, shall we? You can open your trunk, your frunk and your trunk. You can lock the car, and there's a little vehicle icon there. When you click on it, that gets you all the vehicle menu. So you have quick controls for your mirrors, steering wheel, and you have to use the scroll wheels to adjust the mirrors. The scroll wheels that I showed you on the steering wheel, these bad boys, that's what you would use to adjust your mirrors. Then you can fold the mirrors, you can lock all your windows, then you can select your lights, your ambient lighting, headlights, fog lights. All of this is controlled from here. You can add more keys to the car, like you can add more phones with the app or more key cards, however you want to go. Your display options, brightness and day mode, night mode, all of that. It also has units down below. You have your time format, your distance, temperature, tire pressure, how do you want to see it. You can customize all of that. Under driving, you can select your acceleration and steering modes. There are a few options for that. You have regenerative braking, you could have it at low or standard, and your stopping modes. It has off-road assist and slip start. So slip start, it says use this to help to free vehicle from stuck in sand, snow or mud. Then you have autopilot, navigation, safety. You can turn sentry mode on and off, and you can exclude places that you know there are going to be people around it. So what sentry mode is, basically anytime it detects somebody near the car, it's going to start recording. And yeah, so you want to turn it off at home where you know there are going to be folks around it all the time, to preserve the battery, service and software. It does have a glove box down here, and to open the glove box you have to press this, and bam, that opens up. Cool. And if you scroll down here, it'll tell you what driving mode you're on. Right now it's at chill, and then it also has the TPMS. It'll tell you your tire pressure. Then you have buttons for your music. You can select what music you want to play. So once you click the camera button, you can see what's behind you and what's on the two sides. You don't get the traditional 360 camera that you get on most cars, but you get this. When you click on this little arrow here, it gives you more options that you can go through. This comes with heated seats. All 5 seats are heated. You have shortcuts for the front seats. So when you press on that fan icon, this is your temperature, of course, and you see those little things that are flowing out. That's your airflow, and you can select what airflow you want by touching it and moving it around like the vents on your normal car. And then this is your heated seats. These are one of the coolest heated seat controls. So as you can see, all the seats are here, and you just touch on them and you can turn on the heated seats, and you can adjust those 3 settings for heated seats. You touch on those seats to turn them on and off. That is so cool. So that was the cool screen and all the features, all the bells and whistles of the screen. Like moving a little down, and you have compartments down there, wireless charging station, and you have a little storage space here. And if you remove that, you got even more storage down below. And this thing is a magnetic lid, so you don't have to push it in, you just have to get it into position and boom, it holds. Then moving further down below, you have 2 cup holders here. Coming to our center console here, center armrest, if you lift it open, it has a decent little storage space here, and you remove that, it's got more space down below. For the wheels, it has the 19-inch Tesla wheels. I like to call them the Tesla wheels. because you see those wheels on most Teslas. It's got good amount of visibility, and check out the cockpit. It looks really neat. And since I'm using the key card to get the car moving, see it says tap it here. You have to tap the key card by the center console. I'm gonna take the card and place it here, and boom, we're good to go. Again, I'd like to remind our viewers, best hand positions are 9 and 3. Yeah, these little cutouts, and that's the best position. So let's see how good this thing can pull, shall we? All right, 40, 50, 60. Man, it's a little eerie because it makes no sound. There is no engine noise or anything. It just goes. This is not the performance model, so this does not have a crazy pickup or a crazy it doesn't go like crazy fast, but it is quick. It's still quite quick. And just the fact that there is no sound makes it even more eerie. You're just looking at the speedometer and it's just climbing, but there's no sound. Yeah, it takes some getting used to. Now, I am used to having a dash here with all the gauges and stuff. I don't have an instrument cluster or gauges in front of me. That felt a little weird at first. Because all of your information is in this screen right here, your speed and everything. So you have to look here instead of right in front. They could have put a heads-up display. I'm not sure if that's an option. Maybe it is, but that would help of sorts. But this is a fun car. And you know, like in most of the regular cars, we talk about engine braking and how good is the engine braking, blah blah blah. So see, what happens here is when I let off the gas, the brake is just like that. The engine braking, because there is no engine, so the braking is pretty much instantaneous, even without stepping on the brakes. See, I'm doing about 60, 65. If I let go of the gas, it just comes down to 40 in just a matter of a few seconds. That's crazy. No, but now this is a good car. I mean, the ride is quite comfortable. There is no road noise. There is no wind noise. It's nice and comfy. The steering is quite good. It's very responsive. It's a very responsive steering. This is something you can use as a family hauler. Yeah, absolutely. This has got a decent amount of space. You can easily fit 2 adults in the back seats and 3 if necessary. But it's got a decent amount of trunk space too. It can tow up to 3,500 pounds. This can function as your family hauler very well. Now, this could also be a great car to run errands and stuff. This has enough space for your grocery runs, liquor store runs. Now, is this a good car for road trips and long trips? Yeah, I think so. Just based on the fact that the ride quality is so good and it's a comfortable car, this should be just fine for road trips and long drives. The supercharging stations and the charging stations have a great infrastructure now, so you're not gonna struggle to find one. And when you put in an address in the navigation, it calculates all the hops that you need to make along the way, so that you get to a charging station in time and you can continue on your journey. Tesla is a very recognized brand nowadays, just like the Mercedes is, and the Audis and the BMWs and the Cadillacs. It's a status symbol, and this car will get you noticed. This car will get you noticed. It's a Tesla. I love this graphic here. This shows you the lanes in real time. You can turn it around if you want to. This is cool, and you can zoom in and see what's going on. That is neat. That's a neat UI. So you can see those big cars, like whatever car passes you by, it's not just a regular blob. It actually shows the shape of the car or the truck or the semi, whatever goes by. We are at a red light. There's a car in front of me. It's a BMW SUV. And if you look closely here, it tells you there's a car and there are your lights. It just turned green, so you see it says green. How cool is that? I am having a lot of fun, so why don't you guys head back to the Mini and wrap up this video. So how about the cost of ownership? A set of tires should last you at least 2 years, assuming you're driving 15,000 miles a year. And a set of tires for the Tesla Model Y costs you about $1,200. Other than the tires, there are no scheduled maintenance because this does not have a regular engine, so there are no services, oil changes, none of that. So over a 2-year period, your cost is going to be $1,200. Divided by the number of days, it's about $1.6 a day. So the Tesla Model Y is the mid-size SUV from Tesla. It can seat up to 5 people in its 2020 model. In the 2021, you get a 7-seater option, and it can tow up to 3,500 pounds. It's got a decent amount of headroom and legroom inside. It's a cool car. It has tons of technology, tons of features, tons of tricks up its sleeve. It's got that minimalistic design. It's different. Is this the car for you? Well, go down to your closest Tesla site and take this out for a spin and see how you like it. Let's assign it a score, shall we? On the looks, it's an 8 out of 10. On the prop, it's super quiet, but it's quick, so I'll give it a 1 out of 10. On the maintenance, it's a 10 out of 10. It's very low maintenance. And on the usability, it's a 9 out of 10. For a combined Bhromance score of 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Bro out.